Stress heavy on my brain. She keeps playing silly games. Man, I'm about to bring the pain. We seem to fuss and fight every day and every night. Please give some advice so we can see the light. See the light.
What percentage of absolutely healed human beings are still alive? Question mark. Human beings with no internal or psychological wounds? Question mark.
Listen to this. Time only waits for the state that creates.
Mm.
And I'm honestly too rich to care about manifestation. Some of you guys will drop out now. He's too cocky to make this video. I'm only stating what you should state. This video is going to be about how to become rich by first becoming rich internally. This is one of the keys to manifestation. And by employing this, I recently had a guy comment on my YouTube that $50,000 just came into his bank account unexpectedly. And every day, if you look at the comments under my videos, you'll see just results after results after results. This is how you do it. I'll give you 5 pieces of analogies on this iPad. I'll draw it for you where you can implement this in your life. And this is for you to understand it better because there's only one key and it's you. Right? Everything is as you seem. You're so used to saying everything is as it seems. Change it around. So these are 5 keys for you to recognize the power is you. The external world is a representation of you. So how do we change ourselves? Manifestation is self-mastery. Let's do this. First off, there's only one state that leads you to your desired reality. We've talked about this.
Wait, hold on.
Before.
The brother said, what? Self-mastery is the only manifestation? I want to play more, but I have a lot to get to. Who was that, by the way?
Chris the Wiz Miller.
Chris the Wiz Miller. He said what I needed, though. Self-awareness, self-realization is the only real manifestation. I was having a wonderful conversation with the lovely Jill Monroe as we were, crossing paths. She leaving after her wonderful and amazing show, and me coming in to do this one. We were talking about what's going on, hip-hop and music and all of it. And it reminded me of a conversation I was having, of course, you guessed it, in the cigar lounge. We think manifesting material things and the right spouse brings happiness. But all of this is just superficial dressings, hors d'oeuvres, right? It's not the meal. Self-realization is the meal. And so we were playing around, laughing, and having these conversations. And it was deep, of course. And then the term youification or youifestation instead of manifestation. Youifestation. You must manifest you, the real you, the whole you, the complete you. Many people struggle with doing that. They think by acquiring things, the nice home in the nice neighborhood, with the nice school district, with the tree-lined streets, with the backyard pool and barbecue pit, and sunken, fireplace. They think these things will be a suitable substitute for youifestation. You have to manifest you. And many of us just dress it up until you use the manifestation practices, right, to manifest the whole you. You'll only manifest mirrored life curriculum for yourself. And I know a lot of people don't want to hear it that way. Listen, I want the Bentley Continental GT Speed. That's the car I want. But will it heal the wounds I have from childhood? Oh, I might enjoy the supple leather seats and the Naim sound system. Oh, I might just enjoy all of the amenities, the heated and has all the massage in the seats. Oh, it's just all beautiful. It's amazing. But when I get out of the car, I'm still fractured. And Jill and I was talking about well-adjusted people in this society. It is not possible to provide specific percentage of absolutely healed human beings because such a state is considered unattainable by psychology. This concept of being entirely free of internal or psychological wounds is considered unrealistic due to the complexity of the human experience. Right? I don't necessarily agree with this, okay? All right? It's not an easy process to individuate. It's not. But tonight, we're in court. I'm taking us to court. You all stand accused, not of failure, but of fraud. The fraud of pretending your hunger comes from the world outside, when the wound inside has never been faced. Your testimony up until now has been a plea for distraction. Today, your psyche puts you on trial for crimes against your own being, your own individuation, your own self-actualization. Listen, my opening statement is clear here. As prosecutor, the record is undeniable. You pursued partners as proof you are lovable. Jobs as proof that you are worthy. Possessions as proof you exist. But each proof expired in your hands. What you call manifestation functions as relapse. Every shiny acquisition collapse under evidence. Unresolved trauma, disavowed grief, a nervous system hijacked by repetition compulsion. You, all of you out there, the defendant, have trafficked in illusions. On tonight's show, we will show beyond a doubt, beyond a shadow of a doubt, shadow, until youification, right, the raw manifestation of your whole unclothed self occurs. All outer manifestations remain counterfeit. Now, we have witnesses, and I will call the first mystical witness to the stand. And your mystical witness tells us that you masquerade as seeker, but I expose you as fugitive. You run towards abundance, but away from your own shadow. Right? You summon lovers as shields, money as morphine, success as camouflage, but the cosmos never bends to lies. It reflects you. And what it reflects is emptiness, wrapped in a costume. The costume of I'm over it. The costume of success. The costume of I've made it. Mama, we made it. That's a costume. Until you confront the unloved, unclaimed, unwashed self, every place you build becomes another coffin for your authenticity. Right? I got questions for the defendant. I'm one of them. I'm on trial too. I'm just my own. I'm my own counsel. How many bodies must you consume before you realize sex does not equal intimacy? How many bank accounts must you inflate before you admit safety cannot be purchased? How do you still fantasize about a soulmate will cure what your own refusal to heal perpetuates? Gosh, you want a soulmate to come in and make it all better, but it's on you to... How long will you recycle the lie that external validation repairs internal rupture? The evidence screams otherwise. If I were to cross-examine myself, the mystical witness would say something like this. You say you manifest love, yet what arrives mirrors only your own abandonment. Who abandoned you first? Have you discovered that? Eric, call in from Carson, 1-800-920-15. I want to talk to you. The youification. Why are we seeking manifestation when we haven't fully manifested the you of it all, the me of it all, the we of it all? Dressing ourselves up in nice homes and nice cars does not hide the fact that we are playing self-hooky. Cross-examination continues. Every treasure turns to ash in your grasp because your grasp is rotten. When will you unclench the fist and hold yourself instead? You imagine destiny cheated you, huh? No, destiny waits at the mirror you refuse to face. Until youification happens. Not manifestation, youification. The coronation of the naked you. Your manifestations, physical manifestations, will continue to betray you because you betray yourself. My closing argument here. This is not a mystery. This is a diagnosis. Attachment deregulation, dysregulation, seeks repair through substitution. Trauma reenacts itself as compulsion. Your so-called manifestations are not miracles, but symptoms. Until you manifest the whole you, the real you, the stripped down, the terrified, the trembling version of yourself, you will continue to produce objects that only confirm your deep sadness, loneliness, and emptiness. The evidence here is overwhelming. When we come forward, the voice of reason seeks to have a national discussion about the difficulty of youification, manifesting your true self, your real self, your whole self. Why is it so easy to go out into the world and manifest every desire you've ever had? How many times you seen people sitting over there riding an elephant, on the back of a camel, oh, laying down next to a tiger? Y'all all over the world doing all kind of stuff unindividually. The youification, you haven't manifested the real you, the true you, the naked you. You're still working to push that away. I want to talk to you people about it. You'll never find the perfect person, right? Or have you already? Like, call in 1-800-920-1580. The VOR is on complete fire tonight. What up? Everybody hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. Your inner children are playmates is diabolical. Who's calling in? Where Eric at? What up, y'all? Everybody hit the like button. You already know what the like button does for us. It helps us tremendously. Can everybody hit the like button? And I want to know your thoughts on the opening. Talk to us.
Are you barely getting by making minimum payments? With credit card debt reaching all-time highs, National Debt Relief is letting everyone know about great debt relief options
What am I doing?
credit card debt. These options may reduce a large portion of your credit card debt. Get a free debt relief consultation when you call 800-259-9922. 800-259-9922. That's 800-259-9922.
Lord have mercy. Somebody help me. Oh, there it is. We good. Come on, y'all. Talk to your brother Zoe. Call and Dizzle for help.
Talk 1580, connecting you with services and solutions. The Autopsy Initiative provides a second autopsy free of charge for victims' families who have lost their loved ones due to a police-related death. The services offered through the initiative include the completion of a second autopsy, disclosure of preliminary findings, and a final autopsy report. A police-related death
Get in here. Come on, man. Don't let Sean beat y'all. He beat y'all to this call, man. Sean beat y'all every damn night. I be wanting to see, no disrespect, Sean, I love Sean. But this work, man, is for us. I be wanting to see my people.
That's knowyourrightscamp.com. Then click on autopsy, then click on request. At KBLA, we believe in justice for victims of police violence. We say their names.
What you talking about? I ain't trying to hear you. What you mean?
Community call to action from KBLA. Talk 1580.
A keg in the left.
Most people think, I'm scared I'll get hurt, so they close their hearts off. And ironically, they close their hearts off to the most loving people and the moment right now. But what they actually attract are other people with closed hearts. So people pleasers got their heart closed, and they only attract takers. Wow. If you're a people pleaser, you're scared, you don't...
Clifton and Black Mac, remind them no cussing. I think they're first-time callers.
So let's say you really want to be rich, it's based on how willing you are to be poor. Wow. If you want the ultimate relationship, it's based on how willing you are to be alone. If you can love being alone, you'll cry out your codependency, you'll cry out the old story, and then you create a space for that. But if everyone is ambitiously just trying to date, they're going to be two attachments that are stopping each other from their inner truth, so it won't land. It won't last, right? So, and it goes all the way to, you want the best life? Totally accept death. Wow. To have the greatest life in the world, be completely and fully accepting of death. And the more you go, I'm fine with death, the more you feel free, right? It's weird because what we have now is a world of people who are really trying to put a million locks on the doors and protect themselves from a life they're not living. Right? Like, I gotta protect, I gotta keep my freedom, I gotta have all the weapons.
Hey, man, Kyle Cease, hey, listen, I don't know. Somebody better go look him up. Kyle Cease is out here cooking with the rarest palm oil. He got that orange palm oil. He out here cooking. Listen, the voice of reason. I want to have real conversations, meaningful conversations. You want to know why relationships aren't working? You want to know why there's such a struggle? This is headquarters for these types of conversations. The youification. You haven't even dealt with you yet. Stop lying to yourself. You do not want love. You don't want love. What you actually want is anesthesia. You want to forget about it. You want propofol, right? You do not want wealth. You want a bandage for wounds still bleeding inside your spirit. You do not want destiny. You want escape. Every manifestation you parade is counterfeit currency, printed on the press of your unresolved trauma. Somebody said, not everybody got trauma. Well, that's an argument for a lot of clinicians and psychologists. They will tell you, some, very few, I may add, believe that you're not born with an attachment style. Well, I know basic math. There's 4 attachment styles and only one of them is secure. The other 3 is insecure. And nobody's parent is perfect. And we get insecure attachment styles from our parentage. Now, if you look up the stats, it'll say, 50% of people are secure. Okay. I would beg to differ. I'm just going out on a limb. I'm going to say it again. Every manifestation you parade, the physical manifestation you parade is counterfeit currency printed on the press of your unresolved trauma. And you know it. Okay? And you know it. That's the big piece. How many partners must you consume before you admit that what you call intimacy is only camouflage for abandonment? How many dollars must you hoard before you confess that no vault can muffle the terror of your own unworthiness, guilt, and shame? How many rituals of attraction must fail before you realize the universe isn't ignoring you, it's indicting you? Here's the verdict. The cosmos is not your servant. It is your mirror, however. And the mirror does not lie to itself or you. It reflects the fractured you all day long, the unclaimed you, the unloved you by you. That's what it's mirroring back to you in every single experience. Until that self is faced, integrated, and crowned, every external gain will arrive hollow, applause without echo, kisses without anchor, abundance without nourishment. You stand guilty of self-betrayal. The punishment is not prison. It is the life you live now, an endless gnawing hunger in your spirit, endless chasing, even when you have things. Ooh, who am I talking to tonight? Even when you have what you said you wanted, that endless chasing is still there, endless proof of lack. But there's some good news. The sentence can be commuted if and only if you choose youification, manifesting the whole you, the naked you, the terrified and trembling version of yourself who no longer wants to hide. Until then, your manifestations are not blessings. They are funerals. And every time you celebrate them, you bury yourself a little deeper. When we come forward, the voice of reason. I'm going to the phone lines. We all over the country, but let me tell you, brothers, no profanity. No profanity on the air. Let's talk.
I got a suggestion for you to keep motherfuckers on topic. You have a question.
I got questions.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Like before they even give their thoughts
Yeah.
on the topic,
Yeah.
you provide them with the question based off of the topic.
I got it.
So it keeps them on point.
Yep.
Especially for somebody like Sean.
We got to get Sean. I'm going to hit Sean with a question. What up, y'all? Is it resonating? Does it make sense? Are you tapped in to what I'm talking about? What up, y'all? Yo, why are we so quiet? I want, maybe, I don't know. Let's talk. Let's talk. Let's talk. Nephew is in the building. Let me see who all's in the building, because we got people in the building. They just not speaking up. Let me see. Attila active on here. Let me tell you something. Attila will faith around and find out. My nephew and Attila, they will catch people in here talking reckless and delete. We got 33 people and 30 likes. Everybody hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. Nisi don't play that. Thank you, Suge Mac 510. Y'all do know the fundamental reason for why I was like, all right, I'll just go over to IG was lack of participation. Now, we do know that YouTube is shadow banning this channel specifically. Why? These topics are revolutionary. We should be as big or bigger than Kevin Samuels ever was because of this content. No disrespect to Kevin Samuels. I'm not here to disrespect the dead or even the living. I'm just simply saying this content is so good and so healing and nurturing for our folks. They shut this channel down. It's 74,000 subscribers. 74,000 subscribers. Only 34 people in here. So earlier this week, what did I do? I said, you know what? If y'all not going to participate, if y'all not going to talk, if y'all not going to comment, if you're not going to call in, I'll just go over to IG. IG was fun, you know. But the fact of the matter is, these are the type of discussions that must be had. Everybody want to have a sexy red or Glorilla conversation or young thug, you know, whatever's hot, you know, in the trauma loop on social media. We don't do that. We try to uplift people by giving an expanded perspective on what's happening in the world. What? What happened? Who? Primamu? Primamu? I'm calling HR is crazy. Suge Mac 510, you know we always love and respect your support, good brother. Thank you. Pastor John in the building. Pastor John, them cookies, man. I got the peanut butter cookies. I got something called taro, Taro, butter cookies. Gray Face Gamer, thank you for it. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Hey, man, Pastor John got some Hawaiian shortbread. Man, do y'all remember how Lorna Doone cookies used to taste? Man, I ordered some of them damn cookies. I've been mashing them cookies. Here we go. Phil Bradley, thank you. Brother Phil Bradley. Yeah, yeah.
So we often hear people complaining about priests. But I'm going to ask you something to think about. Why have some people become prey? Prey. Why have some people become prey? Ask that question. When a lion goes hunting out in the wild, what does it look for? When any beast goes hunting, what does it look for? It looks for the weakest. It looks for someone that is sick, someone that is hurt, someone that is injured. They can smell it from the outside. So it's just like people that are spiritual people, priests. We can look at you and smell you when you're weak, when you're broken. When you're looking for something to fill a need that you can't fill yourself. When you feel with trauma, with hurt, with pain. When you're looking for spiritual gratification, satisfaction, fulfillment, and someone is so hungry for it, they'll go to anybody and do anything. So you gotta ask yourself, just like I was asked before by a priest, what are you doing to attract these kind of people? Everyone that seeks the services of a priest. You're responsible just as much as the priest is responsible. You're responsible for yourself more so than anyone to do your due diligence, do your research, ask your ancestors, ask other people.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to the VOR, the Voice of Reason, live on KBLA Talk 1580. And the national discussion is about to begin. We're having a heavy conversation. The Uification, or I should say, Uification over manifestation. Manifestation or manifesting physical things. Wealth. And this isn't an indictment against wealth. We're really talking about manifesting you first. So the things you acquire have a different kind of meaning. How many people they get their sense of self from what they have? I've seen a lot of people. Hell, that's 90s and early 2000s hip hop. Everybody was talking about their rims. Everybody's talking about their cars. Everybody talking about the ice on their neck and wrist. That's what made them who they are. That's their sense of self is attached to that. Do you understand? Uification over manifestation. Manifest the whole you first. Or external manifestations will be rendered just funerals for the unmanifested self. Could you argue that this is Diddy, who's fighting for his freedom? He amassed the entire world, billionaire status, correct? But whatever was in his spirit that was unreconciled, that was unloved, unnoticed, unappreciated, did it not seep out into his world? Did he not weaponize his immense power? All right, we're about to get to the phone lines. We lost one. Call back. The number to dial, 1-800-920-1580. Clifton. Yo, get back in here, Clifton. The number to dial, 1-800-920-1580. We're going to go to Black Mac from Dallas, Texas. I must urge everyone, please, no profanity. Talk to me. What are your thoughts on tonight's topic, Black Mac?
Peace, Big Zo. Man, you cutting me deep, big dog.
Why?
Like,
Why? What did I do?
No, this is no offense. I mean, like, when I say timing is crazy, I was listening to Brother Rich's live, and it just shut off on YouTube all of a sudden. I kicked back into YouTube, your live is in, and then I looked at the comments and said, F it then. I just called in, man. And I was gonna ask you what the topic was, and then I just started listening to you while the commercials were rolling. That's my exact state right now. Like, I took the job in Dallas. Money is up. Portfolio, even though the market is going down, portfolio up. Paying out dividends, crazy. Got the dream car, 2010 Camaro SS stick shift. It's beautiful.
Come on, baby. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Then the skill set, the poetry, bussin'. The artwork, bussin'. Up 3,000 on the side, all cash, no tax. You know what I mean? But I don't even got the strength to paint no more, man. I ain't even touched the brush in months. I ain't touched the pen in months. The vision's still there, the skill's still there, but it's just not even the same no more, man. And I can get I can get bodies, I can get the numbers, but nothing sticks. It's like, I don't know, it's almost like I'm playing chess against myself, trying to duck the wreck that's coming. You know what I mean?
And let me just say this, man. Let me just say, quiet is kept. Nobody knows this. But I'm an artist too. I paint and draw and do all of that. I never talk about it. But let me just say, have you ever tried to paint or create a piece of art that represented your womb? your emptiness,
Nah.
your brokenness.
Hey, this is the bar right here. I only put it in the backgrounds. The foreground picture has nothing to do with it. So it's like everything everybody's looking at and everything everybody loves, much like myself, is just the outside layer that I let them see. But the background, you know, red and black, dark, earth tone sometimes, but rocky, violent. You know what I mean? Abstract wise.
Yes.
And it always frames. This is crazy. It always frames the foreground picture.
So you see, this is why this art is a conduit to individuation, to youification, to accepting your whole self. Why not use your God-given gift to help bring those wounds into light?
How?
Paint them, draw them, illustrate them. You said it's already integrated in certain pieces of work, right?
Yeah, by accident on purpose.
Bring it out to the forefront. Don't go nowhere. Stay right there. Black Mac from Dallas is on fire tonight. Hey, if you want to get involved, all you got to do is call me, 1-800-920-1580. Oh, perfect call, Black Mac. For you. Your podcast deserves more than a closet and a prayer. It deserves a green screen that makes your haters jealous. Do you need 4K so crisp you can see their ego? Mics that catch whispers and rants? Hey, a stage that turns Aunt Mildred into Beyonce. Listen, all you got to do is check out OneStream.tv, Inglewood Studio Playground, where backyard dreams get VIP upgrades. They've got cameras, mics, stages, step and repeat, everything you need. Lights that flatter people who never get flattering. They got all you need to produce the podcast of your dreams. Listen, their rates are as low as $75 an hour. Yes, really. Swing by 740 Centinela Ave. Call 323-296-4444. Once again, that's 323-296-4444. Trust me, my brother Michael take care of you. OneStream.tv. Okay. Love it. Love it. Yo, it's hidden, right? Is it hidden? Hey, man, y'all got to hit up Atala's Cash App, please. She provides every single video. She provides 5 solid questions for me to build around. She provides topics. It'd be stuff that I ain't even thinking about. Atala be like, bop, bop, boop, boop. So if y'all want to support Atala, please, please hit her Cash App. Atala, put your Cash App back in there. What up, everybody? 5 2-part questions, technically. I just see them as questions, baby. It's okay, Nisi Poo. 5 2-part questions. And sometimes more, though. Sometimes 7, sometimes 10. Diamond Blue, what up, what up, what up, what up? The videos is wild as hell, though. And you guys got to remember, I'm listening to these video clips. When you hear them, that's when I hear them for the first time. Give Grasshopper her full credit, please. I'm trying. I just didn't know it was a 2-part question. I just read it as one question. Okay. And we got to get Kyle Cease in the studio for sure. But I got somebody coming next week. Nah, Andy. Wait, stop. Stop. Just hold on. I gotta just say, that latest Snoop Dogg, we playing all the instrumentals from the Missionary album. My goodness, the beats are crazy. Can you just play that again one more again? Bring it back to the top, okay? that what in the world?
Dr. Dre really put in like some of his best work on this, but it's not even popular like that for whatever reason.
Nah, it's not.
Is your spiritual head, your higher consciousness, the creator and dispenser of your destiny, your inner spirit, your God self. It is where thoughts and emotions merge to become wisdom. Ori is the most efficient and highest level of communication between Olodumare and all his creations. Ori is the most important mediator and facilitator between the spirit realm and this 3D reality. In fact, the voice and wisdom of Olodumare teaches us that before we venerate any other deity, we must venerate our Ori, our creator, our personal creator. Your Ori is the creator of and cannot be separated from your destiny. In order for your potential to be realized, it must come through your Ori. You can literally start today.
Man, there's so much knowledge about spirituality all over the world, from ancient times up until now. And I'm bringing all of this from every belief system: Christianity, Islam, Hinduism, Taoism, Shinto, everything. Everybody gets spotlight, right? Ifa, West African belief systems. I'm bringing it here because we need a different perspective. And that's just the spiritual, metaphysical side. Then there's the clinical side. We Gabor Maté, Kyle Cease, Krishnamurti, Babette Rothschild, Ross Rosenberg. We can go on and on and on. We're bringing all of these layers and nuances together, right? So that there could be a broader understanding of why we relate the way we relate. And tonight's topic is a big conversation. We are hell-bent on manifestation. You see manifestation stuff all over the place. Hey, manifest a new boo. Manifest your dream girl. Manifest your dream house. Listen to this meditation, and it's got binaural beats, and everybody want to manifest something. But nobody wants to acknowledge that the desire to manifest something comes from scarcity. What scarcity? The scarcity associated with your knowledge of yourself. So if I go get something to put it, right, where I think something is missing, do you see? You know what's missing. That last clip, by the way, was Nia Jazin, and he was talking about the West African concept of Ori. Ori is your head. Conceptualize it this way. There is a cord where your soft spot is, right? There's an etheric, energetic cord, West Africans might believe this, that connects you to God. The direct umbilical cord to God. It's called Ori, means head. Many of us don't know that. We know nothing of us. The unification is lost in favor of manifestation. And we were on the phone with Black Mac from Dallas, Texas. He was cooking, and I wanted to get his final thought because he really summarized tonight's topic in such a succinct way. And he was talking about his own personal experience with his art. And I'm trying to urge him to youify his art. Talk to me, brother.
I'm still here, brother. I'm just still trying to figure it out. You said painted.
Yes. Can you envision it?
Yeah.
Well, wait, let's stop and do this.
Yeah.
Can you go back in a moment and think about a time when you weren't cared for, when you were mishandled, when you were hurt, when you were wounded? What does that feeling look like from an artistic perspective? Talk to me.
Now looking back, a lot of red, a lot of jagged edges, hands off type thing.
Mm-hmm.
I can't even explain it. A lot of just like metaphors for what it really was.
Mm-hmm.
And it was basically either parents or caretakers that were juggling feeding us and trying to survive and trying to be themselves and also trying to be the role that we were looking up to. You know what I mean? Being mom, being dad, but still not being their self.
Right.
And dealing with whatever they got. That's me looking back. But back then, looking forward, I'm talking a lot of black, a lot of grays, a lot of I don't know. You know what I mean? I'm lost.
Mm-hmm. I got three things I want you. I got three things I want you to paint.
What's up?
Can you paint the image of forgiveness, grace, and letting go?
Man, I just asked my brother that he conducts Bible study not even a week ago what grace even means.
Come on, let's investigate. This is how you unify the unification over manifestation. We can manifest all kind of stuff. We want to manifest a car. We want to manifest a house. But let me tell you something. It'll all turn to ash if you don't unify. Unify with the you're unproud of. Bring it to the forefront, brother. Does that make sense?
Yeah. It's wild. Like, just like you said, that mirror, man. It's a dirty mirror I don't want to look into, man.
Yes, but but if you look into it, you might find the art. You might find the image I'm asking you to paint. Do you see?
Yeah.
When you look into it, don't judge it, don't condemn it. Try to stay as objective as you can. And if you can find love in your heart for the wound, it'll open up. The tension will release. Does that make sense?
It does, but right now, I'm still trying to blame others.
Nah.
The visions I'm seeing of others past, you know what I mean?
That's feeding the wound. That's feeding the wound. You got to starve it of the junk food you're giving it, which is blame, which is why didn't you do a better job? You got to change its diet. You're giving it attention already. It's unbeknownst to you. Now you have to give it a different type of diet, a diet of empathy, a diet of compassion. Do you understand?
I actually do. Embodying and experiencing some of the things that happened to me actually doing them. You mean, not to the extent, but just an experience in those positions. You know what I mean? Like, I've never been divorced, but my last breakup felt like one.
Me too. Come on. Me too.
I was with you when that went down, bro. I love the Zoe show. I've been watching you since Mansions, big dog.
Yeah.
I'm actually proud of you for coming up out of that.
Come on, man.
Walking with us through it.
Come on.
Walk with us through it.
Yeah.
And I was even watching your morning minutes this morning.
Yes, sir.
And how you caught yourself getting angry, and you was like, nah, I gotta let that go. That's me.
See?
Trying to control it, and then you just kept pressing through it.
See?
I was like, man, this man's over on it, man. Like, not just preaching it.
So we got three.
And then, boom.
We got 3 pieces of art, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna send them to you too, man.
I want to see it. All right. Hey, guess what you just did, Black Mac?
What I do, big dog?
Man, you just brought Dallas, Texas in the building. If you want to bring your city in the building, all you got to do is call me at 1-800-920-1580. The first hour is gone. But guess what? We going to Pittsburgh when we come forward. Hey. Them beats is crazy. Hey, Andy, when I sent you that, I knew you was going to be like, yeah. Hey, but I think that Sticky Situation is the best beat. For me, Sticky Situation and Shangri-La, them two be crushing. Hey, what y'all think? What do you guys got to talk to me, man? What do y'all think? Y'all got to talk to me. What do y'all think about tonight's topic? I think we changing. I think we doing something right here.
Prosecutors are pushing for an 11-year sentence. NBIN News Now on demand 24/7 on the iHeartRadio app.
I think this is much needed. Hey, me too. This different. This one right here, this one hit different. Really does. I love each and every one of y'all. And listen, we can't be afraid to have these kind of conversations. That's all I got to say. That brother called in. He was so damn courageous. Come on, man.
Trouble, I'm the dude to call. Has your soulmate become your cellmate? Does black love still
We only have one caller.
Bedroom turnoff, fantasies and fetishes.
Sean just hung up.
Fidelity. I'm dating a fat person. Are they worth the wait?
We need callers.
How about the heavy stuff?
Call in.
It's a very heated topic.
How is that right?
Mama's baby, daddy's maybe.
I just have so many questions I want to ask you.
I was like the kiss. Is there something wrong with that?
Damn.
He told me he had a vasectomy. I'm pregnant.
Betrayal has been committed.
Hit you with the bad pipes routine.
How does he maintain his humposity?
He likes it when it pinches my nips.
Why can't you open up, brother?
I'm a karate man. Karate man rules on the inside. They don't show their weaknesses.
Yeah.
How do you write women so well?
So Williams,
Reason and accountability.
the voice of reason.
So you are never asking this question of yourself. Why some of you who have listened to the speaker for years and years and years why have you not changed? The speaker is asking you the question. Not you are not asking the speaker. I'm reversing. The speaker is reversing the table onto you. He's challenging you. If you will kindly, that challenge is respectful, not impudent. So he says, why have you not having heard, read video, all the blah, all the stuff, why have you not changed? Will more suffering will help you to change? Because we have suffered for 1,000,000 years, 1,000 years. One day of suffering is enough. So will suffering help you more suffering? Obviously not, right? More pressure? Obviously not. You have had tremendous pressures. Environmental, monetary, every kind of pressures, impressions. And more threats. Will it change you? Hell and heaven?
Man, that was 1986. J. Krishnamurti. 1981, 84. That was 2 years before he passed in 86. That's why I said 86 initially. That was in Sanin. And, I mean, that was a long time ago. That's more than 40 years ago. So now the question becomes, is what he's saying still relevant today? Look at the world. Look at where we are today. Everything, let's get together. We gonna build together. Let's up level. All the up leveling is out of scarcity, out of self scarcity. We gonna build. We gonna live good. But are you good? That's what he said. How come you don't change? You want to change the external world, but you don't want to change the internal world. Right? All you know is manipulation. Let's just be honest. Why external manifestations are just funerals for the unmanifested self. Your psychological insight, projection ensures every unhealed wound, right, materializes in the outer world. What you gain simply rehearses the trauma script. Your cultural anthropological insight, cultures with high ritualized consumption, right? Ergo, potlatch, right? Reveal how wealth displays often function as displacement for insecurity, not true abundance. If you're not abundant in self-love, self-forgiveness, self-acknowledgement, self-validation, self-approval, self-esteem, self-worth, right? If you're not abundant in this psycho-spiritual currency, no amount of global currency, right? No amount of global abundance will fill you. Do you see? You see? Your philosophical insight, right? Echoing Sartre, right? Objects cannot fill existential lack. Listen, objects cannot fill existential lack. They intensify nausea when sought as substitutes for authentic being. Dr. David R. Hawking's map of consciousness shows manifestation without inner coherence calibrates at the level of desire/fear, not love. Your clinical insight, trauma repetition compulsion, explains why success or partners feel hollow, because the nervous system hasn't rewired safety. This is why I'm pushing unification. You can say unification is individuation. But no, I'm saying you got to be team you before you can be true in a relationship with someone else. You understand? You can't be true unless you're team you. And that's not from an egoic or narcissistic perspective. That's from the perspective of there is an unwanted side of yourself that you actively push away. Your psychological insight. Individuation, Carl Jung, terrifies the ego because it dismantles its protective mask, exposing shadow material. More anthropological insights. Rites of passage often require stripping away identity before there is a rebirth. Uification echoes this archetype. Your philosophical insight. Krishnamurti insists that choiceless awareness, not accumulation, is liberation from fear. Right? Your clinical insight. EMDR and somatic therapies confirm that inner integration precedes outer relational stability. They can't save you. They can't. Not for long, anyway. EMDR and somatic therapies confirm that inner integration precedes outer relational stability. Manifestation without integration is just narcissistic theater. Your psychological insight. Externalized manifestation is often a compensation strategy for low self-worth. Oh my goodness. Your anthropological insight. Social media culture amplifies prestige economies where curated lives mimic shamanic power displays. Listen. Oh my goodness. Heidegger's Inauthentic Existence warns against mistaking public performance for inner presence. Metaphysical insight, spiritual bypassing, confusing ritual affirmations for transformations, create karmic stagnation. Clinical insight, research shows hedonic treadmill effects. External rewards decay quickly, reinforcing emptiness. Uification over manifestation. You can't go nowhere. Preachers are preaching it, prosperity teachings. It's in the book, it's in the Bible. But Jesus had the best prosperity teaching ever when he talked about a rich man and he mentioned a needle. He was talking about an inner presence that supersedes all of that which you have accumulated. Do you understand? The uification of it all. There's something in you that is divine. Do you see? The trauma economy of manifestation, trading wholeness for shiny substitutes. Trauma survivors often manifest relationships with exploiters, as nervous system familiarity feels like chemistry. We've got callers on the line. I want to go to Pittsburgh. When's the last time somebody been to Pittsburgh? Come on, PA in the building. Joseph. No profanity, my friend. No profanity, no profanity. We on national radio, so no profanity.
National radio.
Yes, sir, man. So talk to me, man, Joseph. What are your thoughts on tonight's topic?
I actually got my notes out. I got my book, my pen, and I'm taking notes.
Okay.
On this one and asking myself some questions.
Okay.
Like a lot of, repeatedly in my life, there have been periods where I had to hit the reset button, or the reset button got hit on me.
Mm-hmm.
However you want to look at it.
Yeah.
I've been able to get a nice flow of money going,
Mm-hmm.
like my whole life, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then something comes and interrupts it. know what I mean? And then I'll be back at zero, building it up again. I can make it look like something. So when you answer these questions, the way that you put them together, it struck a nerve and changed the course of my evening right there. So I just want to play with this. Like, I'm not a painter or what have you. I dig the advice that you was giving to the homie a minute ago. But like, yeah, how would somebody who ain't a painter, what kind of exercises would you recommend to somebody who don't paint?
Well, let's talk about how your world got rocked, upended, blindsided even. What happened?
I didn't execute some things like when it was good. I ain't put it to the side, you know. So something happened in life, and I couldn't buy my way out of that at the time. So you know, it don't take long for everything to slip, and you might find yourself sleeping in the car or doing whatever you got to do. You know what I'm saying? Just to pay your insurance and keep the phones on.
And let me just commend you, because the second part of that question was, and what was your contribution to the blindsiding? But you jumped right in and took your responsibility. But my question now becomes, what did you learn? How did you put the pieces back together? Or are the pieces back together?
No, they're not back together, but I got a plan. You know what I mean? My intention is to, what I'm focused on is having more equipment, like duplicating my situation before it becomes a problem, you know, and then also bubbling a little bit lower or a little bit longer so that I can stack up, you know, enough bread to buy myself out of my problems like that.
No, I get it. But let me ask you, what aspect of yourself that you did not want to look at, that you did not want to deal with, what aspect of yourself was exposed when you helped facilitate the blind side? Heavy question, right?
Yeah, like I know stuff conceptually, but I don't really be putting it in. I haven't put it into practice in real life.
So let me stop you, because I don't want to assume. Did you make a mistake with your woman and the relationship broke down and you got kicked out? Like, what's the situation?
No, that part. I ain't get kicked out. But I've carried everything, and I think that maybe I reached out for some comfort. You know what I mean? I got a big house. I had a big rent. My overhead, you know, was $100,000. But it was at home. It was north of $100,000. You know what I'm saying? Before I got anything for me. And now when you got a little bit more space, you want to put stuff in it. You know what I'm saying? Where it ain't bare and the walls is naked. You know what I mean? And yeah.
So you just mismanaged some money. You didn't do any infidelity stuff, or you didn't do nothing like that. You just, it sounds like you mismanaged some money.
Yeah.
And that's okay. And bro, listen, that's all right. You know, like I know, ebbs and flows. Sometimes you're up, sometimes you're not. Right? Sometimes you flowing, and then sometimes it dries up on you, right? But here's the thing. You can rebuild your life financially. You clearly have a skill set that put you in that position before, correct?
Yeah.
What do you do?
I drive trucks.
There you go. You got a truck?
I got a job.
You got a job. Boom. So there you go. You're going to be okay when it comes to money because you're willing to put the work in, right?
Yeah.
But the type of wealth we're talking about tonight, right? It's an internal wealth that can only come when you acknowledge, right, these wounds. Yeah, the wounds are a type of wealth, right? Because they have a wealth of knowledge, they have a wealth of information to reveal to you about yourself. Did you lose your woman and your whole situation when you lost the crib, the house? What happened?
No, I mean, we still cool.
There you go.
I mean, yeah, we still cool.
And what did that relationship teach you about yourself?
Money really ain't never been my problem.
I know. I understand. I'm saying, what did that relationship?
I don't know if I learned a lesson.
That's what I'm trying to get to. What did that relationship teach you about yourself? You think about it. When we come forward, I'm coming back to Pittsburgh because my brother is in here cooking, and I want to make sure he has the space to say what he needs to say. D. Markham, what up, what up, what up? Welcome in. Welcome in. I hope you guys are enjoying tonight's show. And that's our only caller. So, can we get some more callers? Please? Yeah, man.
Hello, KBLA delegation. Tavis Smiley here. On Saturday, October 25th, LA Trade Tech becomes the epicenter of ideas that matter. The Left Coast Forum is bringing together voices that challenge, inspire, and illuminate, with keynote presentations from people like noted economist Richard Wolff, the man who breaks down capitalism in ways that make sense to working folk like you and me, and Dr. Cornel West will be there, the brilliant philosopher and activist who never stops fighting for justice and speaking truth to power and to the powerless, for that matter. So, this isn't just another conference. This is where ideas get tested, where the conversations that shape our future begin. Multiple plenary sessions.
SU pulled up this evening. Yes. Absolutely. Shout out to SU and Oshun.
Website where you can also peep the plenary topics. The future belongs to those who show up and engage. So don't just think
SU Oshun. Hey, whoever that was calling, soon as Andy walked in, y'all hung up. Call back. Andy is in the studio now. Whenever there's a break, Andy will go to the kitchen, get something to eat. Whoever was calling, please call back. Andy is in the studio now.
Space is limited, so if I were you, I'd register right now at KBLA1580.com. Your voice matters, your presence matters. We'll see you there.
That's right, 1-800-920-1580. 1-800-920-1580.
have two warring ideas in our culture about how you should pursue happiness. And one is that anything that happens to you, you have to make it happen. And the other opposite idea is that there's something unspiritual about that level of certainty, and that what you really should do is just kind of go with the flow. Now, I'm here to tell you that if you're doing either of those things, you just might be playing small. This is the second in my Playing Small series. I'm glad you're back here to watch it. If you missed the first one, you can watch it later. It's okay to watch them out of order. But I'm going to tell you why neither of these options, of forcing things or just going with the flow, is a better way to do this. Getting out of playing small means expanding your life to a bigger, happier, more delightful experience than either of those approaches can bring you. If you are liking this series, and if you like it so far, be sure to hit that subscribe button. This is like the deal. I'm doing a series for you. I'm asking you, if you're not subscribed yet, come on, hit that button. What have you got to lose? Help me get to 1 million. So playing small, it's not asking people to hit your subscribe button, I'll tell you that. Playing small, it's a protective measure. It's usually unconscious. We avoid speaking up for ourselves. We don't take risks. We don't reach for what we really want in our lives. And we're hoping that by just kind of, going along, not asking for anything, that we can stay safe from criticism and failure. And, you can, right? This is a common behavior for people who were abused and neglected as kids. And maybe that's you. It's definitely what happened to me. But is it really what we want, to avoid all criticism and avoid all failure? This is why I was stuck for a lot of my life playing small. I wasn't taught things. I didn't know how to act with other people. There was all this free-floating shame all around me. And my family was poor, so it was easy to feel invisible and left out. And as you can imagine,
man, that is Crappy Childhood Fairy. And she is cooking. Let me get Joseph back in here, because Joseph, I know you needed to hear that message from Crappy Childhood Fairy. How did that resonate in your spirit? Because now what I'm picking up a little bit of what you're putting down. You just down right now. You done hit a rough patch, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're going to be all right. But what you can't do is beat yourself up over hitting a rough patch. We all do that. Hell, I'm going through a rough patch right now too. But guess what? I'm going to get up every day. I'm going to go work out. I'm going to walk, get my walk in. I'm going to go to school. I'm going to continue to do what I do. I'm going to come to work. I'm going to do my show. I'm going to work on my... Listen, man, it's natural. The natural ebb and flow of life. Now I see what resonated with you. But listen, bruh, everything you lost can be regained again. Right? It just takes a plan. It takes determination. It takes execution. And more importantly, it takes patience with yourself and the process of rebuilding. But what you can't do during that process is beat yourself down. Have you been doing that?
Well, along the way, that was part of the process.
Negative self-talk. We don't need that. Right?
Oh,
Yeah. And I'm sure this isn't the first trough, downward slope you've been on, right?
No, at a point it almost looked like a sport. From the outside looking in, it's like, yeah, bro, did you do this to entertain yourself?
Hey, man, I know exactly what I've been there. So listen, when we come forward, I'm going to ask you to do me a favor.
What's that?
I want you to think about 3 things you're going to do differently, right, in rebuilding your situation. And I want you to name 3 things that you're going to cut out doing. We already had negative self-talk, but you find 2 more. When we come forward, you're going to tell me what those things are, right? Yeah? You agree?
Yes.
All right, Joseph, I'll see you in a minute. FAFO? What does that mean? FAFO? What does that mean? Help me. I asked somebody else to call in because I'm about to wrap him. I need another caller. Andy is in there. Can we get 2 more callers? As soon as I said Andy is in there, he get up and walks out. Hey man, this show is I think this show is special. This show right here, this topic. And you know what's crazy? We love you too. We, both my twins. I'm a twin. We love you too, Nisi Poo. Okay, Andy's back. If you want to call now. Okay?
As a white man, I do not agree with this, and I am on my black and brown brother and sister's side. Fight the good fight. We know that I am part of the resistance. Let's fight the power. Our freedom of speech, this freedom of death. We got to fight the powers that be.
Hey, what happened? Was that Sean again? So somebody's calling, but they not answering? All right. Thank you. Thank you, nephew, for putting that up there. And this show flew. Did you see? No, I didn't. What does it mean? I missed it. Faith around. 50. Fafo. Fafo. Faith around and find out. The clean version. Y'all wild as hell. Fafo. Hey, man. Fafo. Oh. Oh, that's good. Fafo. Faja. 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 Fafo. Faith around and find out. I love it. That's good. I needed that. That's good. Are y'all listening to this missionary album, the Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre album? That album came and went. Nobody gave a damn about that album. But do you hear those beats? We just playing the instrumental. I mean, the beats are insane. Like literally nuts.
Let me tell you, the number one reason most people can't build their capacity, and it's because they don't want to accept that life is going to shape you. It's supposed to. So the pain, the losses, the identity shifts, those of us represent the very experiences that were meant to reveal who we could become. Instead, we cling to the version of ourselves that we were before life introduced pain, before someone told us that we weren't enough, before we got hurt, disappointed, or rejected. The truth is, you cannot build capacity by trying to become who you were before the world got to you. You build it by letting life shape you without turning bitter, stuck, or cynical in the process. Capacity isn't about getting back to the you that was untouched. It's becoming the you that can carry depth, disappointment, wisdom, and still show up. The version of you that doesn't come from avoiding the past, it comes from actually integrating all of your experiences.
Uification. Oh my God. Raquel Hopkins. When I tell you she cooking, hey, and this is for Joseph. You can't tell me the last few clips haven't resonated deeply in your spirit, brother. Did you hear what she's... Let what you're going through shape you. Did you hear that? Yeah, man. So when we came forward, right? And now that we've come full circle, I asked you to do a couple of things. I want you to identify a couple of things that you do that probably exacerbate and make worse, your current situation. But I also want you to identify a couple of things you can do to make your current situation better. Talk to me.
At all times, that's my zero. And then I also to the plan.
Okay, so when you struggle with financial ruin, just understand this. Basic stuff, right? Get a complete financial picture. Like, this is where I'm at. This is where I was. This is where I'm at. This is what led to it. You need to understand the cause of what got you there. Okay? Then you also have to go under the hood, your spiritual hood, and address your mindset, right? The way you look at things. Financial setbacks can be emotionally taxing. You have to accept a new reality, and you have to adjust. So you have to look at, okay, I thought about money in this way, or I thought about, investing in this way. I thought about, taking what I earned and spending it this way. So you have to take a long, hard look at your mindset for sure. And then also, you need to prioritize the essentials and then cut the fat. Whatever is in the way, slowing you down, preventing you from moving forward, you gotta pull back. In other words, my grandfather used to say, you gotta tighten up your belt strap, right?
Yeah, with that.
Then also, you can't take on no new debt.
Yeah.
All right? If you got creditors, you gotta open up and have a dialogue with your creditors. All right? And then this is probably the most difficult. You gotta ask for help. You gotta seek assistance. Right? But sometimes that assistance is easy to ask for if it's coming from the government in forms of grants or subsidies, or the state. You might be eligible for something. Right? But also family. If you got any that you can rely on that can help you a little bit, family and money. Listen, sometimes family closer to their money than they closer to each other. Sometimes money could turn family into enemies for sure. All right. Then you gotta establish a strict budget. You understand?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then if you have debt, you might want to look into debt consolidation. Right? You say you got a good stream of income. That's good. And with that income, you probably want to try to build discreetly with small amounts, incremental amounts, an emergency fund in the event that you take another hit. Does that make sense? And more importantly than anything else, if you take any high school economics course, this economy works on education. So learn something, add something to your game. You understand? Every time I mention game, I think Kobe. Kobe added something to his game every year he was in the league. So add something to your toolbox, your skills, because that makes you more valuable and it makes your business more efficient when you can do more things. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
All right, brother. I appreciate you for calling in and being so open and patient and transparent with your issue. Took us a minute to figure out what was going on, but I'm glad you felt safe enough to call in here, man. That's what the Voice of Reason is for. We have nothing but love and respect for you. But I got a question for you.
Yes, sir.
Guess what you just did?
Well, Pittsburgh in the film.
Come on, Pittsburgh is in the building. When we come forward, I know I didn't get all of the things I asked him to give me, but that's okay. That's okay. When we come forward, though, we're going to get something that nobody was anticipating. Lord, 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 food for thought is on the way. Oh, yes. Absolutely. I am, nephew. Fafo. 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 That shit is hysterical to me. Hey, man, you should do. Fafo. Fafo? Is that you? Fafo?
No more clips, no more clips.
Ladies and gentlemen, the VOR got it turned up tonight. It's a party. We in here on one of the most slept on albums of 2024. I've been playing all the instrumentals from the Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre produced Missionary album. Christ alive, the fire is still here. You already know my playlist is my co-host. We on complete fire tonight. The topic is crazy, the music is crazy, the callers are over the top. But yo, it's about to get even deeper. One of our favorite callers on the line right now. I feel like we need a praise break before she even gets. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in Nikki from Mississippi. Nikki from the SIP, what are your thoughts on tonight's topic? I know you got food for thought, so I'm going to sit back and let you cook. Welcome, love. You know we always love to have you here, but let me get out your way. Go ahead.
Tonight makes me think about when Precious was there the last time.
Mm-hmm.
And don't trip, Andy. But the part of what she said it had to do with you.
Mm.
She was talking about you getting still.
Mm-hmm.
Because he was like, well, how do I know that spirit is speaking to me?
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, no, you need to get still. I think sometimes we forget still is not just a physical representation of you not moving.
Mm-hmm.
Still is a place inside of you.
Mm-hmm.
Where the spirit lives.
Mm-hmm.
And you can develop the ability to have all the chaos in the world around you going nuts, but still be still and sovereign inside in that place.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm saying that because, so the gentleman that was on the phone before, one of the things about money, when we come from places of lack from our childhood,
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying money because that's what he was talking about,
Mm-hmm.
but whatever the things are you don't have, then that's what you want to spend your time getting.
Mm.
Right? The late 80s, 90s, 2000s, and you were talking about gold chains, teeth, rims, okay. But what happens in that process sometimes, a lot of times, is we don't learn how to hold it.
Right.
And then it can slip through our hands, through the ears and the flows, right?
Right.
But when you get still and sovereign in a place where you ebbed because you learned, okay, this is what happened this time, I may not have done properly here,
Mm-hmm. You said get some education, learn what it is you didn't learn, so that it's, when the ebb comes again, I'm in a better position, so we know it's coming. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. For whatever it is. Right. Now, the thing I wanted to point out is there's a power in that. Mm-hmm. And power that's not hungry is magnetic.
Please say more. Elaborate.
Whatever the its are, when you start to get sovereign and that still place in the spirit and can hear from source telling you what you need to educate you about.
Right.
Okay. You're going to be in a better position the more educated you become.
Right.
Wilson said something a couple of years ago about he spends $1 million on himself. I know he's a professional football player, but everybody got a $47 something you on YouTube, TikTok. Okay, there's a space in you that needs to be edified, educated. Mm-hmm. You can spend $8, $47 on yourself to learn what it is that you need to feed in that space of I am in lack. Mm-hmm. Spiritual, psychological, however that works for you.
Right.
And then that becomes that internal power inside of you that instead of you seeking those things, you're drawn to.
Right.
Because there is a power in that. It doesn't
that.
feel like power when you're going through it or when you come out of it.
Right.
There is a power in it.
Yes. No, that is. Woo. Go ahead, I'm listening.
You can draw the thing, whatever the thing is, or things are, because you will have become strong and still in that space. And then you can call it to you. You don't have to go get it.
You can call it to you. Mm.
Yeah, all that is alignment. Okay, so if you're the center of Saturn and the rings are going around, the source says, I have already provided everything in the ring. All the things are in the ring. Mm-hmm. My job is to line up with where in the ring is the thing. Mm-hmm. The money's already out there. The guy's already out there. The woman's already out there. The house is already out there. The car's already out there. The rims are already out there. It's already out there. Mm-hmm. I need that power so that I can draw that beacon to tell me how to align.
And you're saying that power is internal. So in discovering that first, then all the other directions or the GPS map for the other things in the outer world will appear. I hear you.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it'll shave off the stuff that's not supposed to stick.
Ooh. Oh. Okay. I love it. Hey, Nikki, come on. Nikki, guess what you just did, child? We love you, Nikki. Oh, my God. I love it when Nikki comes in, because when she comes in, she kicks in the dough like Biggie. Kick in the dough, wave in the fofo. All you heard was, Nikki, don't hit us no more. No, Nikki was cooking. Now, I'm going to ask you the questions that she provided the answers to. She talked about stillness. If you cannot sit in silence with your own emptiness, what makes you believe another person, house, or dollar will fill it, will fill up the space? Gosh. When you chase external manifestations, are you manifesting abundance or merely outsourcing the job of healing your unloved inner child? What wound in you confuses attention for love, luxury for safety, or possession for worth? And how long will you call that manifestation? Do you see? You can't, that's not, if you're not on that path, if you're not trying, if you're not trying to be better, if you're not trying to heal yourself, all that you accumulate will lose its luster. That's just the way it works. Everything in society is built on obsolescence. The car will get old. You'll want the new one. The phone is already designed to get old in 2 years. Everything is empty except for you. If manifestation is the projection of the subconscious, according to Murphy, then whose trauma are you truly materializing? Your own, your parents, or your ancestors? Or a combination of all three? How do you expect to manifest intimacy when you have not yet consented to be intimate with your own naked psyche? It's just sex then. What parts of you? Right? Hope that the right partner or possession will silence the scream you refuse to face in the mirror. If the outer is the reflection, right? If the outer, right, is only a reflection, then what suffering in you demands endless accumulation to disguise its outline? When you set an intention, is it a declaration of your soul, or is it an escape clause from the work of self-confrontation? Listen to that question. Is your soul making the intention, or is your brokenness setting the intention? What would collapse first if you stopped manifesting things and began manifesting your full, unloved, unmasked self, your ego, your status, or your relationships? Which is going first? Let me say it again. I got to say it one more time. What would collapse first if you stopped manifesting things and began manifesting your full, unloved, unmasked self? Would your ego go first, your status, or your relationships? Can you see that until you, who feels undeserving, is healed, every manifestation will arrive as proof of lack, not proof of love? Listen, I start the conversations. It's up to you to finish them. The Voice of Reason will be back in here tomorrow for his Thursday to wrap up the week of fire topics. Let's get it. Great show. Love y'all. Deuces.